Good morning, Divas. I'm having my morning coffee. It's kind of foggy today. Anyways, I just wanted to record this video because my kids are watching. I think it's Air Buddies. I think it's about dogs and everything. Well, one of the little girls, she basically is trying to raise $600 to go to a California trip, and she's a little girl. I think she's like maybe 10 or something. And her mother just counted the money and she only has $10. So she put it in her little jar and she was kind of like looking at it thinking, and she said to herself, 600, I'm never going to be able to do it, right? And it started to make me think back to when we were younger, or when I was younger. And I remember when I was younger, we used to do lemonade stands when we were little, just trying to make a little bit of extra money for some toys or something. What I remember most, and I'm sure you guys have to if you did your lemonade stands or something, like that when you were little, is how determined I was. When you're that little, you're young and you're standing at your lemonade stand. Remember how we used to be like every single car or every single person that would walk by, what would we do? I remember I would run and I would flag the cars down screaming, lemonade, lemonade for $1. I don't even remember how much it was back then. And people who walked by, I would stop them right away and talk to them. And I remember I had no fear whatsoever to go out there as a little girl, and stop those cars. I mean, I remember I ran into the street, not into the street, but kind of almost into the street, and stopped a car, several times to buy my lemonades, me and my little friends, And I just remember how persistent, how determined I was, and how I was never scared of rejection. I didn't even think about being rejection. It was all, the excitement, the passion, the motivation of selling my lemonade and making that money for my extra toys. And and I remember we did really good. Like, we really pulled in people, but we would do whatever it took to sell our little lemonades, and we would start very early and we'd be out there till I remember dark started to fall upon us. I was thinking about that this morning. I was thinking, how funny. When you're young, nothing scares you. You're not afraid of rejection. You don't know what betrayal is. I mean, you don't care. You're so full of life, so full of energy, and when you want something, you are determined to get it. But how funny, as an adult, sometimes we forget that passion, that persistence, that motivation, that determination. We forget that we were once not afraid to jump out and, ambush whoever and for that lemonade, that little one lemonade cup. It's so funny because as an adult, we lose that sometimes. We lose that way we were like when we were children. And we shouldn't, because I remember how successful I was with my little lemonade stands. And I think to myself, God, if the little 7 or 8-year-old Jenna was selling Posh, boy, she'd be making a lot of money. And she'd be having a lot of customers. So I wanted to share that with you guys today because it was making me really think and kind of, reflect how when you're young, nothing scares you. And you don't think of what could happen and all this stuff. You just go for your dreams. You go for what you want. And if you want that toy, boy, you do everything to get that toy. And how funny that when you're an adult, things start to scare you. You fear rejection, everything. Let's stop that. There's no reason to. Remember that 8-year-old or 10-year-old little kid you once were selling your lemonades, and go for your dreams. Remember how you weren't scared, and go for it. Seriously, just go for it. I mean, there's no reason to fear anything. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It was just something I wanted to share with you guys. So go for your dreams and stop being scared and be that young kid who was fearless at one point. Have a good day.